Good afternoon, friends. This is Father Jay coming to you on a rainy afternoon here in Arden, North Carolina. I am talking to you from the sunroom in our home here in Arden because we as staff are taking turns being present in the office, and the rest of us are doing our work from home as best as we are able. But there will be someone in the office every day to check the phone, to answer calls, to carry on the business of the church. So please do call us and let us know what you need and how you're doing. I appreciate everyone who has checked in, who has responded to our online services, which have taken place each Wednesday at 10 o'clock and Sunday at 10:30 and then 6 o'clock in the evening. Thank you all for coming to our webpage, to calvaryfletcher.org, and going to the videos page on that website to join us for worship, and for letting us know how things have been for you at home. One of our parishioners, Kim Masters, is actually in Europe right now, in the British Isles, where he spends a fair portion of his year and has a home. And he has sent us a video talking a little bit about his experiences in Europe leading up to and including this time of coronavirus.
Hello, my name is Kim Masters, and I've been a member of Calvary since 2014, and I sing in the choir, and this is my Chihuahua Stitch, who's 18 years old. And we have been traveling around Europe on our way to Ireland since March 3rd. I am making this video because Father Jay thought that if we shared some of our experiences during the coronavirus, it might help us to feel connected. So my experience started on March 4th in Munich, and basically every place I went, I was one step ahead of the exploding cases of coronavirus, and in some cases the hotels and businesses were open, but then as I moved into France, they were all shut down, and we all self-isolated. I went from Munich to the Netherlands, to the Mauritius House Museum, which has lots of famous pictures, particularly the girl with the pearl. And as I looked at that, I was wondering, well, these people also lived under constant stress of wars, and how did they manage? And one of the features that I saw in the museum were the beauty of all of the paintings and how people managed to capture real life, and there were a number of religious paintings. The Mauritius House Museum has an app, and you can see them for yourself. From the Netherlands, I went to Carcassonne, which is in the south of France, and passed through Paris, where the restrictions were beginning. Carcassonne is a very old city with huge battlements created in the 9th century. It's also the place where the first set of Christian cruelty were visited on other Christians. The first crusade against Europeans was launched there, in which the Cathars, who had different religious beliefs than mainstream church at the time, were persecuted and tortured. And it's actually where the Inquisition began. So you could see very clearly that the cruelty of what people can do to each other is certainly enhanced when you had permission of political and religious figures to do those things. However, there are some good signs in Carcassonne, because after all of the destruction of the Cathars, they built the cathedral, which now welcomes people to come and seek help. Interestingly enough, there is a plaque in Carcassonne to the Dominican, St. Dominic, who founded the order, and unfortunately, it was his followers who initiated the horrors of the Inquisition. However, the church now exists to welcome people and offer hope. From Carcassonne, I went back through Paris to Cherbourg, which is a small town in the northern part of France, and it was completely shut down. And one could walk every day to one or two of the stores that were open, and people mostly self-isolated. And from there I went across the sea by the ferry boat to Rosselair and here in Dungarvan. And so what I have experienced in this is how people are living through the coronavirus and how people in the past have managed to struggle through difficult and hard times. And it is certainly true, as Father Jay has said, that the world is very beautiful. It's also very dangerous. And the thing that separates the beauty and the danger is love. And in most cases, this was expressed in my visits by seeing people being merciful towards each other, helping each other out. And I'm thinking about all of you in Calvary, and when I was in Carcassonne, I went into the church, of course, to pray for everybody and also for the Carcassonne community and for everyone who's suffering, and hoping for a speedy resolution of this experience. So my best to you all, and I look forward to seeing your videos also. Thank you.
I really do appreciate Kim sending in his thoughts, his reflections on his experience. And I invite you to do the same. If you have experienced something, if this time of social spaciousness has given you a new perspective on your experience in the world, please share that with us. Record a short video. You can do it right on your cell phone and email it to me here at the church. That's J. Clarkson, JClarkson, at calvaryfletcher.org. I'd also invite you to take a look at our website at the Food Pantry page. If you don't know, the Food Pantry has been continuing operation in this time. The operation has shifted from our normal client choice model of service, where shoppers are able to come in and choose food for the week, to a distribution of pre-packed boxes that we put right in people's vehicles so that they don't have to get out, so that we can maintain proper distance from one another as volunteers and help keep the clients safe as well. One of the challenges right now is in sourcing food successfully. And so the Food Pantry has a few items that it would be helpful if you're out and shopping, if you can pick up some of these. Those include chicken noodle soup, cream of mushroom soup, and cream of chicken soup. Also canned fruits, canned pineapple, and canned peaches are great. Canned vegetables, especially canned corn and cans of carrots. All of those would be very helpful items, and you can find those items listed as well on the Food Pantry page of the website. You can donate those, you can drop off those donations in the vestibule of the Center of Hope. So if you will go to the new building, the Center of Hope, behind the the parish house, you'll find that the vestibule, the two entryway doors, those are open. There should be a shopping cart in there, and you can drop them off. There are also a slightly more limited number of spaces available for volunteers. We are limiting the number of volunteers both because of the way we're doing distribution and to obviously limit any one person's exposure to too many other people. Some of our regular volunteers do belong to higher risk populations and so are not able to volunteer as often. So if you are someone who is not considered high risk right now, please go to our website, go to the Food Pantry page, and see if there is a time when you can volunteer and come in. It's very important that you sign up. Don't just show up, because we're trying to, again, maintain a safe number of volunteers at any one time. But we would love to have you join us as you are able and as there is space available. I'm also thrilled to tell you that the blood drive that we have planned for this Saturday, April the 4th, is still on. Lee Smith has been in communication with the Blood Connection, and they have protocols in place to help keep folks safe as they donate. And there is, of course, a critical need right now for blood. So if you have signed up already for the blood drive, please do plan to come on Saturday morning. And if you would like to participate in the blood drive, please be in touch with Lee Smith and let her know so that she can get you scheduled. I am grateful to her and to the Blood Connection for working out a way to continue this, because it is such an urgent need in our community. And in the days and weeks ahead, I hope to hear from all of you. Please keep your emails coming, your phone calls coming, your videos coming. Send those in because it is great to hear from you, and it is great to hear how you are connecting with one another. So please do check on the people who you think about from the parish. Think about the people who often sit near you on Sunday morning. And if you have not spoken with them, why not reach out and simply exchange the peace with them over the telephone or on a FaceTime or something of that nature. And as you are in touch with one another, and as you learn about needs in the community, please let us know. Let us know so that we can be with you in prayer, and let us know so that we can help in whatever way is possible. And until the time when we meet again, may God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you and give you peace, both now and in the days to come. Amen.